Since the very beginning, we've all done it. We've looked up at the stars, or maybe looked deep inside ourselves and asked those same huge questions. Why are we here? How does all this work? What's our place in the grand scheme of things? It's this timeless, universal quest to understand, well, everything.
And that's a massive question, right? Trying to understand everything? I mean, where do you even start? It can feel impossible. But what if I told you there's a kind of map, a guide that starts way out there with the creation of the cosmos and ends up looking right back at you? Let's explore that map together.
People have been trying to figure this out for, well, forever. And for centuries, thinkers have tried to chart the whole thing. The text we're looking at, it's not just some old book. Think of it more like an incredibly ambitious project, a blueprint for understanding existence itself. And it weaves together everything, the cosmic, the personal, and how we all live together.
So, if you're going to try and understand everything, you've got to start at the beginning. And I don't mean the beginning of your day, or even your life. I mean the beginning of, well, everything.
And what's so cool about how these texts explore these ideas is that it's not some dry lecture. It's set up as a dialogue, a back and forth. It really feels like you're listening in on this ancient conversation, a student asking the master the biggest questions you can possibly imagine. And they start with the biggest one of all. Just think about that for a second. If you ask that question, what would you guess the answer is? Maybe light, the heavens, the earth? The answer we get here, though, is something totally different, way more abstract, and honestly, way more profound. The pen. Yeah, you heard that right. The very first thing created was the pen. Before anything else existed, there was the tool to record what would exist. It kind of suggests that the universe, at its very core, is a story, an idea that's all written out before it's ever built. So this pen, it wrote down everything. The whole fate of the world, every single action, every consequence. It literally laid out the entire blueprint for reality. And it was only after this grand story was completely written that the spirit, the life force, the animating spark of creation, was finally brought into being. Okay, so we've got the whole cosmos mapped out. The big picture is established. And then the conversation just does a complete 180. It pivots. It takes this massive cosmic scale and flips it, turning completely inward to ask a question that's, well, a lot more personal.
I mean, think about it. What's the point of having a map of the entire universe if you have no idea where you are on it? So yeah, the next leg of this journey is all about self-discovery.
And the question asked is just, wow, it's so powerful and so vulnerable. I want you to introduce me to myself. Can you imagine asking that? It's basically a plea to understand the incredibly complex machinery of your own soul.
And the reply? It's a complete game changer. It totally blows up the idea that we're just one single, simple thing. The notion that you just have one self? Nope. Turns out that's kind of an illusion. In reality, you're more like a system of 4 different parts, all interacting.
Okay, so let's break this down, because this is crucial. First, you have the vegetative part. That's your basic life force, the stuff that keeps you growing and nourished, kind of like what we share with plants. Then there's the animalistic part. That's your senses, your perceptions, your gut instincts. Layered on top of that is the rational part, your intellect, your ability to think and reason and understand. And at the very top, the divine. That's that spark of holiness, the capacity for real wisdom. So why does any of this matter? Well, according to this way of thinking, it's pretty simple. You can't build a good, just society if it's full of people who don't even understand themselves. So self-knowledge isn't just some feel-good personal growth thing. It's literally the foundation, the bedrock of a healthy community. And that right there, that's the final piece of this whole puzzle. We've gone on this incredible journey from the creation of the cosmos down into the mechanics of the self, and it all leads directly to this, how we're all supposed to live together. Yeah, this is where it all connects. The text suggests that a truly strong society isn't the one with the biggest army or the most money. Not at all. A strong society is one where every single person is bringing their own unique value, their own special talent, to the table. Which, of course, leads us to the ultimate question. If a person's worth isn't their job title, or how much is in their bank account, or what family they come from, then what is it? How do you actually measure the value of a person's life? And the answer is so simple and so powerful. Just let this one sink in for a moment. The value of every person is what they excel at. Your worth is defined by your craft, by your skill, by your mastery. It's a simple idea, but it's totally revolutionary when you think about it. Your real worth is found in what you do well.
The thing you pour your time and energy into mastering, that is your contribution. It means your purpose isn't some magical thing you have to find. It's something you build day by day through your passion and your craft. So in the end, this whole massive quest to understand everything, from the creation of the entire universe to the design of a just society, it all circles back to one place: you. It brings us right back to this incredibly personal and actually very practical question. The path to understanding the cosmos apparently starts with understanding yourself. So the final question isn't about the stars, it's about you. What do you excel at?